you know, in the days following 9/11, I don't remember what I was doing the day before. But when September 10th, 2002 came, I was working at the same treatment center, you know, where I took the kids to the animal center, and that's where I met Dior. And I was still there, and I'm walking down this hallway, and it was in the evening, I want to say like 5 o'clock, and it hit me, oh my gosh, I was in this hallway at this time 1 year ago, having no clue what was going to happen the next morning. And it's like, I've always remembered that memory ever since. You know, it's like the 10th comes and it's like 4 or 5 o'clock and something will trigger in me and it'll be like, you know, it'll just kind of come automatically. Like, oh yeah, I was in the back hallway of our unit on September 10th, 2001, having no clue what we were going to experience the next morning. You know, like 12 hours later or whatever, 15 hours later. And, that's definitely something that stops me in my tracks every single time. It's like I have to stop what I'm doing and compose myself. You know, it's a very unsettling
yes.
thought and memory that comes back every year. You know.
Yes, sir.
So, but you know, I think between Team Dior and the benefit shows, you know, San Diego's really come together and done a lot for their memory and done a lot for firefighter aid as they do every year. And the plan is to continue to press on, you know, 20 years next year, you know, every anniversary, this thing will go on. It's just, I will make sure it goes on as long as I'm here. So.
That's good stuff. I'm so glad to hear it.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me a little about the wildfires out there on the, out on the West Coast? We see it on TV. The wildfires?
Oh, yeah, good grief. So
yeah, we see it on TV.
Yeah,
we're beginning to get some of the haze and ash shown up here on the East Coast, but what is it like out there actually dealing with it?
It's rough. The smoke, so the air quality down here isn't that bad, but the air quality up in Northern California and like Oregon is terrible. And the smoke from our wildfires has reached Europe at this point.
Wow.
They're actually experiencing the smoke from our fires over in Europe. That's how bad this has gotten. And our wildfire season is always, you know, September, October, and it's usually rough, but this year has been the worst by far.
Right.
We have a big fire here. It's about a half an hour east of my place, and it's called the Valley Fire. It's out in East County, and that thing's eaten like between 35 and 40 houses already. And
that's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful. One of my coworkers, you know, I was talking with her and about a case, and I was helping her out with, and she like emailed me back, and she's one of the employees in our agency who's working from home remotely still. And she sent me a quick email. She's like, I'll get back to you. I'm dealing with the fire. Like, I guess, you know, the embers started landing on her roof.
Oh, and, no, that's terrible.
She had to start, like, hosing down the roof, I think. And
right.
Because she was, like, telling us the fire, I mean, it was like they were literally watching it go down the mountain and up into their neighborhood. Like, it was just eating everything in its path. I mean, it was like almost like lava or something. And her cul-de-sac it was blocked off with fire trucks and firefighters, you know, just battling it. It was like probably 20 of them in her cul-de-sac, just like fighting the fire. And it's about 80% contained at this point, but they've been working on that fire, I don't know, it feels like a couple of weeks now. And and the temperatures haven't been helping either. I mean, it's been over 110 degrees in the East County. And so that with the Santa Ana winds, it's just a recipe for fire.
It's a smoking 1-2 punch, sounds like.
Yeah, and yeah, firefighters are dealing with a lot out here. You know, they're getting up, they're going to work, and this is, you know, they always say, oh, you know, there's no guarantee you're going to come home, but that kind of applies to everybody, I think. But this is like very real, you know, like they're going into fires out here that have killed firefighters, you know, and, you know, it's kind of like, it reminds me of 9/11 in a lot of ways. You know, these guys are waking up and they're going into something and they're thinking, there's a very good chance today I may not make it out, and that's kind of what I think the firefighters were thinking in New York that morning, and a lot of them didn't come out, so that's, so the wildfires here, especially during the anniversary, it's, they hit home a lot for the firefighter community.
Right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So.